Hey everybody, AZ Badfish here, and welcome back to the Lionheart server. Man, it's been a little bit since I've been on the server, and I know in the last episode, I mentioned that I might be doing a live stream from here. I did end up doing that, and we're actually going to talk about that a little bit in this episode. But today I want to work on the main house area. And this thing is going to be kind of weird because I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing. And as I've mentioned a few times, I generally don't know what I'm going to be doing until I start doing it. So we're going to have to start placing some blocks and see what we can do. But before we do that, there's a box in here. And I admit I saw the video where Bittergavia placed this, so I already know what's in here. So I apologize, you guys aren't going to get a good reaction. But I promise you, I laughed quite a bit when I saw this. So let's read the book. Dear AZ Badfish, as you know, Unification Day in Romania is coming up. Sure, if you say so, V. And I thought it prudent to celebrate with the occasion with a small gift. AZ, please accept the skeleton head as your gift. Place it in a prominent place in your skeleton-themed base and at all times, and it will bring you luck. So, of course, this is a squid head. That is... Oh, it's still hilarious. It's a squid head that he named a skeleton head. And if you guys don't know, Bittergavia seems to think that my skin is a squid, when clearly it is a purple skeleton. Clearly. I mean, clearly it's a purple skeleton, right? Like this, there's nothing about squid. Purple squid, who ever heard of that? That's ridiculous. Obviously it's a skeleton, but no matter. Oh man, I just tried to fly again. I've been playing so much modded. No matter. This guy, can we? Yeah, there we go. Right in front. There you go, buddy. Thank you. Thank you for the gift. I appreciate it. It is pretty funny. And now I have a magenta shulker box to go along with all my purple ones. Yeah, very good. We'll put you right here. So, let's start thinking about this. So what I've got kind of planned out, at least sort of, is I want to have a balcony. This is going to be a two-story thing, right? And the first story is going to basically be as tall as this. And then the second story is going to be maybe shorter than those, right? So it's not going to be quite as tall as the towers, but I want the first story to kind of end in like a rounded balcony up top. And then we'll have an entryway kind of through it. And out here is going to be a nice garden. We're going to have plants and stuff. It's going to look really nice. And then inside, we're going to continue the building around. And we'll have entrances and exits to both sides of the hallways. And then up top is where my bed and stuff is going to be. So really, this house is meant to be... why don't we call it like a quick storage area? Stuff that I want to store, that I want like quick access to, that I use all the time maybe, and then my actual bedroom. So we're going to do that today. But while we're doing that, I kind of want to talk a little bit, just a little bit, about some recent YouTube shenanigans. Now, I actually posted... I don't want to spend too much time talking about this, because the truth is, it's really not that important. But... I posted a big thing in my Discord, which if you're not following me or if you're not part of the Discord, go check that out. I also posted it to Twitter in a twit longer post, so you can follow me there as well if you're not already. But I posted about it, and it was quite long. It was quite a long thing, and I don't think that many people read it, and maybe some folks who did read it maybe didn't quite understand what I meant. So I want to kind of maybe clarify a few things. So if you don't know, YouTube has decided to, again, change its requirements for the partner program. And the partner program is what allows us to monetize our videos. It also does other things for me. For example, you can schedule your uploads. You can add annotations and end cards, and those things are things that are scary and confusing to me. I never did figure out how to do them, so I kind of stopped trying. But I do really enjoy being able to schedule my uploads. That is really helpful for me. It lets me record ahead of time and upload stuff on a schedule so that I can never miss a video, right? Even if I'm going away on vacation or something, I can upload ahead of time and be good to go. That is so important to me, that it is. It's probably the most important part of being a partner on YouTube. And fortunately, it seems like once again they're going to grandfather us in. Now, if you didn't realize, because if you only started following me with Lionheart, I've actually never monetized these videos because I lost my ability to monetize when they did this last year. And last year they changed it to basically they were, in October 2016 when I started this account, or when I applied for partner on this account, they were basically letting everybody in, which was cool, right? It ended up not being so cool for YouTube, but it was cool for us because we were allowed to be partner. This doesn't line up. That's okay. That's okay. We were allowed to be partner and monetize our videos and stuff, and it was cool. I mean, I was never intending to make money off of YouTube. We all have hobbies, and most people, in fact, I know very few hobbies that you can do that don't require some sort of investment, right? Like, even if your hobby is hiking, you probably need a good pair of shoes, you need to, gas money to get to where you're going. Stuff, there's some sort of investment in most hobbies. However, most hobbies don't offer the ability to possibly get some of that money back. So in the back of my head, it was never about money, but I always thought, hey, it would be cool if one day I could at least, make some of the money back that I put into it, because cameras and microphones and editing software, all that stuff is actually quite expensive. But I'm not complaining about that. I'm just saying that this hobby is an expensive one, and since there is the opportunity to maybe make some of that back, it would be cool if we could. But because they took away my ability to monetize last year, you haven't seen any ads on my video, I hope. If you ever see an ad on my video, I want you to tell me, because that's a bunch of crap. that means YouTube is making money off of me and not giving anything back. But I'm pretty sure that's not happening. So yeah, like I said, I've never intended to do YouTube to make money. My intent the whole time has been to basically make friends, be part of a community, be part of a SMP where I can watch other people's videos and see what they're doing. It's kind of like playing with them even though I'm not there, right? Like, I could see what they're doing, I know what's going on in the server, even if I'm not directly a part of it. And that's really cool. I really like that. I've met a lot of really awesome people. I'm really happy to be here on the Lionheart server. Yeah, so that's kind of how I feel about the money-making part. And it looks like this time again, as I mentioned, when they took away my ability to monetize the first time, I did not lose my partner status, I just cannot monetize. And it looks like they're doing the same thing. So even though, folks who are going to be affected this time, which, by the way, now the requirements, the requirements that lost me my monetization was you needed 10,000 views on your channel. And the requirements that are making it basically impossible for me to ever get that is they're making it to be, you have to have 1,000 subs, you have to have 4,000 watched hours. So a lot of us on the Lionheart server are not going to be able to monetize their videos anymore. And I know some folks are really pushing to get those numbers, and I absolutely plan to do everything I can to support them. But for me, I'm going to fall back to, I'm not in this for the money. I'm in this for the community. I'm in this because I enjoy making videos. I like playing Minecraft, so that's what I'm going to keep doing. However, there are going to be some changes probably to the channel. You might notice shorter videos. I'm not going to not put out videos. You're always going to have a Lionheart video from me every week. You're always going to have a Direwolf 20 video from me every week. Those things are not going away. However, my Craftonomical SMP, the server that I started, is probably just going to be a streaming server. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've been having a lot of fun streaming, and I really want to do it more. And it's kind of hard to have, at least in my opinion, a series where you do a whole bunch of streaming and you also record videos from it. I don't know how Ike does it. He streams a lot from Lionheart, and then he still manages to put out awesome videos. To me, that's just kind of mind-boggling. I don't know how I'd ever be able to do something like that, especially since I've got 3 series going at once. You know what I mean? So I think for this channel update section of the video, we'll just kind of say, you know, like I said, I'm not, the Lionheart and Direwolf 20 is not going anywhere, but I'm pretty sure that my Craftonomical series that I only really made 2 episodes from is probably just going to go to streaming only. And well, streaming only, but I will probably be putting out the occasional update videos. Not that anybody's super interested in those, but I'm probably going to do it anyways. Because I want to make sure that other people on that server, even if they miss my streams, they can still watch and see what I'm up to, which is, again, the important thing. So I've said a few things in various places. Maybe we were talking about it with someone else in one of their streams or something, and I've said stuff like I'm not going to be too worried about hurting my channel anymore, and that's... I'm not really good at articulating some of my thoughts, and that sounds really bad, but all I really mean by that is in the past, or up to this point, all of my decision making has come down to, well, how is that going to affect my channel? Like thinking about, I want to make one of these series stream only so that I always have something that I know, like I'm going to stream today and this is what it's going to be. People can expect when they come to my stream, they know, you know, if they're a follower and they've been around for a while, they'll know what it is. So I kind of want to have a streaming series, but I didn't want to start something new. I was kind of going back and forth, and there for a couple of streams, I was just streaming random stuff. And then when this announcement happened, I was like, you know what? I'll just make it a streaming only series. It's okay if I lose some subs, because all they were interested in was my 2 episodes of FTB Revelation. I seriously don't think that's going to happen. So when I say I'm not going to worry about my channel anymore, hurting my channel anymore, all I mean by that is it's no longer going to be channel health, and channel growth is no longer going to be a super big priority in my life. I'm going to continue doing things that I want to do and that I enjoy doing, and that includes Lionheart videos, that includes Direwolf 20 series. But it does mean that I'm probably not going to be doing a whole lot of videos from the Craftonomical SMP. So, all right. I think I've done talking about that stuff now. You guys kind of know what's going on with YouTube, and you guys have probably heard it a bunch from a lot of the other members and stuff like that. You probably don't need to hear it from me anymore. So, all right. Now I've got this shape going on, and, you know, it's looking kind of weird, to be honest with you. It almost, because it's so tall, it feels like it's too narrow. But I don't necessarily want to make it any bigger, because there's not going to be a ton of stuff in here. So I think we'll just go ahead and keep what we got here. Let's break this down a bit. What is that? 3 and then 4. Cool. Cool, cool. So yeah, as I mentioned, I have been streaming a lot on Mixer over there. The link to that is down in the description. If you want to come see, we're playing FTB Revelations. The new mod pack for 1.12, and we've been having a lot of fun over there. If not a lot of server issues, which we're slowly resolving. But yeah, come check us out, man. There's a lot of people from this server over there. There's people from the Waystone. There's people from all over YouTube. So definitely come check us out. You know, I don't think I like how this meets up with the wall. I want to move this over 1. And honestly, I'm not sure that I like that top bit either. I think that looks a little bit better. It's almost too wide. That almost feels too wide. What happens if I make it like that? Because now it's an even number. Do I want to put it in the middle of this wall? See, now it's that super wide one again, but it actually doesn't look as bad because it's right in the middle. Okay. Okay, no problem. So we can move this out a little bit here. And like that. You. So now we should match up. Same way. All right, right in the middle. Cool. And again, this is going to be like a kind of like a seating area, like just hangout space. The house will have like all of our note blocks and stuff in here, or our note blocks. Our what are those things called? The jukebox Jukebox will be in here. Is that what it's called? Now I gotta look it up. I can't look it up. And I'm not in modded. Ugh! Oh, Vanilla, you are the most hardcore mod pack there is. Okay, we can worry about that later. I actually need to go harvest some materials, you guys. I haven't had to go do that in a while because I haven't needed anything specific other than all of this glorious purple stuff. Actually, I might have some of it in here. I got some birch here. Do I have more? I got more right there. Actually, give me that. Do I have any more? Aha! I don't need to harvest anything. I got this stuff from clearing out the trees. Okay, you know what I think I want to try? Let's yeah, I think I want to pick out the level that this is going to be because I want to make sure I get it right the first time. I definitely don't want to have to do this again. I might not even have enough stuff to finish this. So I might, in between clips here, go harvest some more birch, cut down some more birch trees. Yeah, I definitely don't think I have enough. This is very wide. So I want to get the walkway in here. And yeah, all right. It's definitely going to have to come out underneath here if I want it to meet up with this. So that means right there. Slabs are going to go there. Okay. Okay, do I have a... I don't. Why would I have a crafting bench on me? That's silly. That's never a thing that you need. You use it so infrequently, am I right? Man, I usually always have that thing with me. So we're gonna get a bunch of slabs here. Okay. Okay. Bunch of slabs, and then we're gonna start putting in the walkway up top. So I think I'm gonna cut to a time lapse, and then we'll see what it looks like. Hey everybody, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that time lapse. I'm just here cleaning up a bit, doing a bit more cleanup work. I just wanted to, I know I said I wasn't going to talk about it anymore, but I just want to make sure that people know that I am not upset about being, about not being able to monetize. I haven't been able to for a while. I'm not upset with YouTube or anything like that. I agree for the most part that it's good for their company to do what they're doing. I just for me, I want to make sure that I am not feeling stressed out by YouTube anymore. And part of that means, making 3 different series. It takes a lot of time, and sometimes I find myself, like for instance today is Sunday morning, this video is coming out tomorrow. I'm kind of late. I like to have these recorded ahead of time a little bit more, so I'm not so stressed out by things. But I've been having some server issues and doing a lot of streaming and stuff on the Craftonomical thing, so this is where I'm at. But my main point right now is I'm not going anywhere. I still enjoy what I'm doing. I just am not going to treat it so seriously, I guess, is what. See, that even sounds bad. I don't know how to say what I'm trying to say. I hope you guys understand though, because I want to make sure that you guys don't go anywhere. So I'm staying. I'm gonna be here, and let's stop talking about it. So I've kind of added this wall here while I was doing the time lapse. I don't know if it's actually gonna make it into the time lapse or not. It would have been right at the very end. But I think that actually breaks this room up enough so where it doesn't look like such a long hallway. And the doors here now look a little strange, but I think that's okay because it still looks better from, the interior hallways. And again, that might change once I actually start adding stuff into the walls here. Because remember, I do plan on having at least one other layer here, so it might end up looking weird. And then we can change the doorways then. But for now, I am really, really tired of having to pillar up every time I need to get to the top, because it is impossible for me to take off on this server without using some sort of launcher. I just can't do it. It just doesn't work. I can't do it. Oh, there we go. If I spam the buttons enough and use like 20 more rockets than I need to, I might be able to take off. But that's not cutting it for me. So I really want to get at least the first staircase. And I know that these towers, they are going to have their own entrances and exits to both the bottom and the top layers. But I also know that we are going to have a staircase here, obviously, because this is going to be 2 stories. And actually, since this is going to be 2 stories, we should probably I should probably have a floor here for the 2nd story. Forgot. Yeah, okay. And it could probably use some walls as well. Now, I did have a plan for a tower-like thing here as well. And I might still actually do that. But I want to get this in first. So let's add. I might have enough here. Don't know how exactly tall I want to make this. It doesn't need to be too tall. Maybe just 5. But yeah, I'm going to add some walls here. All right. Well, the bedroom section is largely done. It's kind of in place, at least, not done. The structure is in place. I need to figure out where I want to put these stairs to get up here. And I was just thinking, maybe if I added another tower section on the back, obviously that could be good, because then we could have stairs that come up here without it really affecting the underneath side, like the room underneath. Let me hop down and kind of show you what I mean. So like the way it is now, I would almost have to put the stairs right here, and I honestly don't know if that's enough space to fit in stairs. It would have to start here, and it would go on a diagonal like that. Where would we end up? We would end up 1 block too short to actually have stairs here. So if we did it here and had a round space, I could put kind of like a spiral staircase in here to go upstairs, which that could work a little better. I'm not sure that I want to do that right now, though. Running out of time for this episode, I think. But I've made a horrible discovery, you guys. I've made a terrible discovery. So remember before I started the time lapse, I said I want to make sure I get this at the right level because I don't want to have to rip this all out and do it again. Well, it turns out I may have messed up. And by may have, I definitely have. So this fat lip here, well, let me show you how I discovered the problem. I came over here and I was like, oh, how am I going to do this section to top it off? Because I definitely need to cover all of this up. Like, this is actually the wall, even though it's like 3-4 wide here. This is all part of the wall. So I want to cover that up, but in order to do that, I'd have to do that at this level, right? Like right here, and cover it up here. It's a whole block higher than this. And then I realized that this fat lip, as Vidergavia called it, which, I mean, it is, and that's an accurate description, I had planned on wrapping it around the rest of it, right? And meeting up. That might not be able to happen because this is like 3 blocks tall. I could get away with doing 2, like the stairs and then the purple concrete, maybe, and wrapping it around, but then you're going to not be able to see over the top, right? How are you supposed to taunt the English Knights from up here if you can't see them, right? You got to be able to taunt them once and then threaten to taunt them a second time. You can't do that if you can't see them. So that's a problem. and this is designed in a way that it needs to be this tall. If I make this shorter, it's not going to look that great. And I like the way this looks, so this is absolutely going to stay this way. So I'm also wanted to add, like, I don't know what you call them. I don't know castle jargon, but these things here where you like stand in between and shoot arrows, like, this is kind of the height I want it to be at. So if I just go ahead and fill this in here, it would look something like this, which is good. I like this. You can stand up in here if you need to. I'll put slabs of some kind up on top. It's not going to be cobblestone. I'm just showing you that this is what I want it to be. And that's cool. I like that. But that means that this level here has to come up by 1. That means that has to go up by 1. That whole thing that we just built over there has to come up. All of these inside rings, they have to come up by 1. And yeah, that's a bit of a problem because I don't have time to do that in this episode and still edit and still get this out to you guys tomorrow, which is Monday, is my normal Minecraft day. That's when Lionheart videos come out. So I think we'll just go ahead and wrap things up here, and then in between episodes I will fix all of this. I'm not super excited about that, to be honest, but yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So we'll go ahead and wrap things up here, guys. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I know it's kind of a weird one. It might be short, lots of talking and stuff like that. I hope you guys understood what I mean about YouTube. I think at the end of the day, the main takeaway for me is I need to stop treating it like a job and start going back to why I started making videos, which is it's a hobby, it's fun, I enjoy playing with these guys, I enjoy making videos, I enjoy watching their videos, so I want to get back to that. I don't want to feel stressed out by YouTube anymore. So that's what we're going to do, and I hope you guys understand what I mean. Thank you all for following me, thanks for subscribing and all that stuff. If you are new to the channel, make sure you go down and hit that subscribe button. Check out all the links to all the other members. Check out all my social media stuff like that. Go follow me on Mixer and all that stuff. And until next time, you guys, I'll catch you later. This is AZ Batfish signing out. Bye bye.